What if I told you that the way you've been taught to study is just completely wrong? Seriously, think about it. Have you ever felt totally burned out as a student? Like you're constantly cramming, relying on this sheer, exhausting discipline just to keep your head above water during midterms or finals? It's like being stuck on an endless treadmill, right?
It's super frustrating. You put in the hours, you stress yourself out, but the results, they just don't match the effort. Well, here's the secret. Success is not about working harder. It's actually about thinking completely differently about your habits.
99% of people fail. And get this, it's not because they're lazy, and it's definitely not because they lack willpower. It's simply because they misunderstand what a habit really is. They're relying entirely on fleeting motivation. But if we look at the top 0.01% of performers, the elite entrepreneurs, the top-tier students, they follow a completely different playbook.
Section 1. The Great Discipline Myth. Engineer your student identity. We're always taught that habits are all about discipline, right? Wake up early, grind it out, stay consistent. But the elite, they completely bypass this exhausting cycle. How? By engineering their identity instead. Most people get super hung up on what to do. An average student mindset is usually something like, okay, I'm going to go to the library for 3 hours. But an elite performer flips that script. They focus on who to become. They say, I am a person who never misses a study session. That tiny little shift, it literally changes everything. Why? Because habits don't stick to actions. They stick to your identity.
Section 2. Eliminate your academic friction. Now, here is something most people just flat out misunderstand. Habits, they aren't about motivation at all. They are about friction. If sitting down to write that 10-page paper or opening a massive textbook feels hard to start, your brain is going to actively avoid it. It's just human nature. So the absolute magic number here is 0. Top performers reduce the friction of starting to absolute 0. They aren't out there fighting their own laziness. No way. They engineer their environment to make laziness completely impossible.
Let's break this down into some highly practical examples for your everyday life. Want to study the exact moment you get back to your dorm? Leave your textbook wide open on your desk before you head out in the morning. Trying to take better notes? Pin your Notion or Google Doc tab on your laptop before the lecture even begins. Or maybe you want to hit the campus rec center right after class. Just wear your gym shoes to your lecture. The whole goal is to make the right choice the absolute easiest, most effortless choice possible.
Section 3. Master the micro habit.
You really don't need these massive, exhausting study binges. What you actually need are small, literally unstoppable habits. Think about the routines of an Olympic athlete versus a student. An athlete doesn't just sit around waiting for a burst of motivation the night before the gold medal race, right? Obviously not. They rely on daily micro-drills and a super structured warm-up. Well, as a student, your exams are your Olympics. Your equivalent training? Daily 10-minute reviews and a rock-solid structured note system.
And this all builds up to a universal truth. Consistency beats intensity every single time. Reading just one single page daily or flipping through your flashcards for just 10 minutes a day is always going to beat cramming intensely at 2 a.m. the night before your final. The real magic, it's in the daily repetition, not that stressful, heroic all-nighter.
Section 4. Hack your dopamine system.
Look, your brain runs on dopamine. It really is that simple. If your studying feels like this miserable punishment, your brain will literally force you to quit. So, to beat this, you've got to use what we call the elite reward hack. Step 1, study for just 10 minutes. Step 2, instantly listen to your favorite song. Top performers don't brute force things with pure willpower. They hack their brains. By associating hitting the books with an immediate fun payoff, like good music or a quick YouTube video, you are essentially tricking your brain into craving the habit.
Section 5. Systems will beat goals.
Now prepare for a massive paradigm shift. Things like chasing straight A's or just getting to graduation, those are temporary goals. They vanish the second you achieve them. But your study systems, those are permanent. If we look at these two mentalities, a goal mindset says, I want to be successful. It's totally fixated on the finish line. But a system mindset says, I work daily no matter what. It focuses completely on the process. And here is the absolute truth of the matter. Winners don't actually focus on winning. They focus entirely on the system that makes winning inevitable.
So let's pull all of this together into the perfect habit mindset. It's pretty straightforward. Don't chase motivation. Don't rely on exhausting discipline. Instead, change your identity. Reduce the friction of starting to 0. Start small. Reward yourself instantly. And above all, build permanent systems.
And this is really the core of what I want you to take away from this explainer today.
Your academic future, your future career, it's not created in those big, stressful, panic-induced all-nighters. Nope, it is created right here, in small, manageable, daily habits. It's the quiet, consistent work you do every single day.
I'm going to leave you with this one incredibly powerful thought. You don't rise to your goals, you fall to your habits. Your systems are the safety net that catches you when your motivation inevitably fades. So I've got to ask, what is one micro habit you can start today to completely engineer your new identity? Think about it. If you learned something new today, make sure to subscribe for more deep insights. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep building those unstoppable systems.